everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel AI Stories by Anjali. In today's video, we are going to see the topic question and answer analysis with basic NLP tools. So, NLP means natural language processing, which is nothing but dealing with the text data. So, in these days, in order to deal with text data, many Gen AI tools have been coming up, and you are using those tools for getting answers to your day-to-day questions. Not only the professional, but also if you have any doubts, you can ask ChatGPT and it is giving the answers, and you can also ask Google Bard, etc., etc. So there are many tools. So some of you may wonder how it is working, right? So whenever you are asking a particular question, it is giving the answer. Suppose the same question is asked by some other person, the answer might convey the same, but the exact answer that it is giving might different. So how it is working? So why that particular answer only is giving? Next time if you ask the same question, it might not give the same way of answer, but it will convey the same meaning, right? So how it is working? So how exactly the entire process is built and how it can able to process your set of questions. So this is the topic that we are going to discuss in this video. So I will also show you the architectural diagram so that you can easily understand whenever you are building a particular application using generative AI. So this video will be like this topic will be broken down into two subparts. So I will be discussing the same topic in the next week too. So we'll be doing step by step. So I will be explaining step by step. So we'll cover part 1 today and part 2 in the next week. So let us dive deep into the video. So before going to that, I would like to thank to all my subscribers who have subscribed to my YouTube channel, and also requesting to the new watchers to please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel AI Stories by Anjali. And also please tap the bell icon for latest notifications. So firstly, what is question and answer analysis? So basically, whenever you are asking the question, you're getting the answer. So internally, the LLM is creating some set of answers for you based on the knowledge base that you provided. So this is how the process is working. But how you can see that with the help of some example library. So that we will see first. So as usual, whenever you are doing a particular project, first you have to install the required libraries. So these are the particular libraries that you are using here. So first I'm installing the sentence transformer, and then torch, and the data sets and the OpenAI. So these are the required packages. Okay. Once you're getting that installed, you have to import that. So for importing, you're using the statements like from sklearn.matrix.pairwise, import cosine similarity, from OpenAI, import OpenAI. So first you have to know for what purpose you are using this particular package. So data sets and OpenAI as usual. So if you are using ChatGPT, for calling that particular thing, for initializing anything, OpenAI methods you should use. So that's why you're importing that. And coming to the data sets. So there will be some data sets which are already predefined in a language. Okay. In order to use that predefined data sets, you can import this particular statement. And torch. So torch is one of the library, so which is useful for doing some operations, extensive Gen AI operations and Gen AI things. You can use the torch. So it is like there is a framework called PyTorch which is very helpful for doing for dealing with machine learning kind of stuff and deep learning stuff. So that's why you're doing. And sentence underscore transformers. So I have already told you what is a transformer and how it stands as a base thing for an LLM. So if you are using some particular LLMs like Bert, etc., this is very helpful for writing the code. Okay, so that's why you are using that. And coming here. So here you are importing the cosine similarity. So what is cosine similarity? So cosine similarity is nothing but a basic mathematical technique. But why we are using that cosine similarity in our particular application? So as I mentioned, whenever you are providing a knowledge to the knowledge base, if you ask a question to a chat GPT, so the answer is retrieving from that backend knowledge base, and there will be some criteria like you can set to retrieve the answers. Suppose if you set like there will be 5 answers. So in among those 5 answers, like how it will pick those 5 answers from the knowledge base. There may be multiple things, but how it is able to get that particular 5. So this is done with the help of similarity. So it will identify the similar cosine distance, and then whatever the question that you have asked, the nearest distance things will be get retrieved, and among those it will rank and it will give the answer. So how this distance is calculated? If you remember, as I mentioned earlier, so all the text will be stored in a knowledge base in the form of numbers. It won't store in the form of text, because text is understood only by you. A machine cannot understand the text. A machine can understand only the vector values, that means the mathematical values. So whatever the mathematical values that have been calculated, so those will be stored into the vector database. And whenever you perform an operation, that means when you ask the question, it will get retrieved from that particular thing. So this process, like calculating, will be like based on the cosine similarity. Okay, so in that way it will get retrieved, and you will be ranking that, and like it will get ranked, and then you will see the answer. So in this way it will work. So basically cosine similarity is useful for calculating the distance in by retrieving the answers from the knowledge base. Okay, so that is the purpose of cosine similarity. Next, you are using OpenAI. As usual, OpenAI is very important because it has multiple methods whenever you are using the OpenAI API. Whenever you are making calls to an application called ChatGPT. So that's why you are using that. Okay. Next. So we are using a data set called Alien AI, and like Alien AI, in that AI to ARC as well as ARC challenge. Okay. So the database name is Alien AI and AI to ARC. So the data sets are like AI2 underscore ARC and ARC challenge. So these two are the data sets that we are using today for our application. Okay, so that's why you are just importing that from the data sets. You are importing load data set. So you are giving the data set name, and then you're giving that method, that is load underscore data set of the data set name. Okay, you can directly use the data set name, or you can give like this in the form of comma separated how many data sets that you want to access. You can just give that name. So now you have to see like you have to create a question and answer pattern. So that means you want to give a question and the relevant answer, a question and the relevant answer. So how you can do that? So for that purpose you are using this code. Okay, so that means from the data set which you collected, you are creating some question and answer page. Okay, so for that you are using this particular code. So prepared underscore data set, that means you're taking an empty array, and then you're initializing the size, and you're having one counter variable. So once your initializing is done, you just use the for loop, and with the help of variable, and in the data set you're just giving the question, and the question you're getting is sample dot get of question. Okay, and choice is equal to sample dot get of choice, and possible answers is equal to, you're just using the zip function and converting to dictionary, and choices dot get dot label and choices dot get dot text. So that means for this particular label, so label is nothing but for example, like what is the weather today. So weather might be the label. So if you see the particular weather, so there might be some possible set of answers. So all those particular things will be identified. So that's why you will use label for identifying that particular thing. For example, if you ask a particular question, like tell me about a place in the USA. So like whatever the places in the USA, the necessary things will be identified in the knowledge base. Okay, so that is will be done. So that's why you're using this particular label, and then you're extracting the text. Okay, question pair is equal to the empty dictionary, and then you're storing your particular question into the question key, and for the answer you're extracting the possible answers, and then you're just using that length of that prepared data set should always be greater than the size of the data set, otherwise it won't work, and then break. Okay, so in this way, from your knowledge base, that means from your data set, you're preparing a set of questions with the possible answers for that particular question. Like if you don't understand this part, I will give a simple example. For example, you have written so many exams in your college or in your school, right? So basically there will be unit tests and there will be summative examinations, etc. So for example, a teacher want to prepare a set of question papers from the syllabus. So let us think like you have two chapters, and each chapter have three lessons, and total there are 6 lessons. So in those 6 lessons you have to prepare a question. For example, I'm the teacher and I want to prepare a set of questions for the question paper of the first unit test for my students. So how you can do? You can do by using this. So you just feed that entire 6 lessons text into the document, and then you can use this particular code. So instead of for the data set, we'll wrap every 6 lessons into a particular document and we will give. Okay, that will serve as a data set. Okay, and then you can prepare a set of questions and with the possible answers, because whenever you're preparing question, it is a very easy task if you have an answer key, so that you can easily correct after your students have done their exam. Okay, so you can prepare this. So that is the process that how this works. Okay, I hope you understand now. Now like whatever you have been generated, so you just want to check whether it's generated or not. So from random, so you import sample and num underscore sample equal to 5. That means after you have run this particular code, the upper code, you are seeing 5 sample questions with the set of possible answers that it's get generated. Okay, so that's why you're using this code. So QL list is equal to sample of prepared data set comma number 2 sample. So from the prepared data set, you're asking to retrieve the 5 sample questions. So for I in QL list, print of question and print of answer. So if you observe, so these are the particular questions that it get generated. So the question is, George wants to warm his hands quickly by rubbing them. Which skin surface will produce the most heat? Answer, dry palms. Question, a fold observed in layers of sedimentary rock most likely resulted from the answer, converging of crystal plates. So basically, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have given the sample as 5. So 5 questions with 5 possible answers are generated. So in this way, you can generate particular set of questions with the possible answers whenever you have some knowledge based setup. So the same principle can be applied when a particular teacher wants to prepare a question paper to its student. So this is the mechanism that a ChatGPT or any LLM is using in the background for doing this type of task. I hope you understand. Okay, now you have to use any model like any OpenAI model for answering your particular question. That means whenever you're asking a particular question, by using any LLM model, or whenever you're making some API calls, so the model is retrieving the answers, how it is doing. So that is our second step. Okay, so this we will discuss in our next video. But today, I hope you understand what exactly that I taught. I have shown you how you can prepare a question paper from the given set of text that you provided. Okay, so in this way you can do. Okay, I hope you understand this video. So please comment in the comment section if you have any doubts. So definitely we will discuss those topics. Okay, thank you.